Happy 10-year anniversary to Twitch. Uh, Erin, I want to ask you first, explain a little bit about the platform because it started off as a gaming platform, but over the past year has grown into so much more.
Yeah. So just as you mentioned, Twitch originally started 10 years ago as people who wanted to share all types of gaming experiences through content creators and building these communities. And really in the 10 years since then, it started off with the launch of Creative just a few years after we were founded, because we had people who said, I really want to paint or I want to do stained glass. And then it evolved into music and IRL. Last year was really an interesting experiment for us because we were already set up to help people connect and build communities through a digital medium and through things like social distancing. But we saw a lot of people flock to Twitch because they wanted to be able to connect with their fans or their viewers in absences of things like concerts or book tours or drag shows or whatever the case may be. And so we've seen an explosion of the type of content creators that are coming to Twitch. And we're just really thankful that we've been there both in the last year and in the last decade to support these creators and fostering wonderful communities for them to thrive and grow in their careers.
And someone that's thriving, Dexbonus, I want to chat with you because we have, an area of expertise in gaming, but also coffee, and then the cat gang. I mean, there's so much, that encompasses you. But tell us a little bit about how Twitch has helped you in your career, and a little bit about your project for people who may not be familiar about them.
Oh, well, I mean, Twitch is like such a different beast, right? Because it's live. And before I hadn't really been doing live content. And I was so shocked at how much more connected I felt to my community, right? Like there's that instant feedback. People can log into the chat and they can ask me questions. They can, have feedback on what I'm playing, or if I'm just hanging out, drinking coffee and talking about my kid, somebody can be like, oh my gosh, I went through that same thing with my kid, right? And yeah, I feel so much more energized by what I'm doing. And I have so much fun every day when I get to do it. And again, because Twitch has grown so much, if it's a day where I'm saying to myself, like, I don't really want to play a game today, I kind of want to just do cross stitch, I could do that. And that's totally fine, right? So I think that the ways in which Twitch has grown in terms of its categories and the types of people that are there, it really just fosters a great environment for all of the creators that are on there.
Now, we are in Pride Month, and I did see something on Twitch's social media handle that was celebrating the LGBTQ plus creators that are on the platform. And Erin, talk to me a little bit about, because there's so many platforms out there that people can choose from, but not all of them. I mean, I don't think I've seen anyone else celebrate LGBT creators. And tell a little bit about, why that's important, especially during this month of June.
Yeah, one of Twitch's sayings that we like to use is you're already one of us, and being able to truly say you're already one of us, it means that we have to be able to highlight content creators and welcome all types of people from different backgrounds, whether it's culturally, globally, whatever the case may be. And so for the last several years, we've been celebrating things like Pride, Black History Month. We have celebrations coming up for Juneteenth. And so across all of those campaigns, it's important for us to show that there are communities and creators who are building these communities and making content around the things that they love and who they are as people. And so across Times Square, you'll see billboards all month long for creators that are in the LGBTQ community. You'll see them on the front page of Twitch. You'll see different activations, charity streams for things like the Trevor Project. We have merchandise that specifically supports Trans Lifeline. So there's all types of things that we're doing really to back the community, the things that they care about, and really support these creators because we want them to feel welcome and find a home on Twitch.
A tip for someone who's brand new, to this, to maybe joining the platform, a tip for, making the most of this.
Sure. I mean, something that I always say is do what you love. Do what's going to make you happy, what's going to make you excited. What type of content is going to energize you when you're doing it? Because it is live, right? So you don't want to be losing steam. You don't want to be, feeling lethargic. You want something that makes you happy, that's really fun. And again, that could change from stream to stream, what it is that you want to do. But really chase what it is that you enjoy doing, because again, the demographics and the breadth of types of people that are showing up to Twitch now, more and more people, especially over this last year, are finding it and realizing like there is literally content for anything that you could want to watch, right? And whatever it is that you enjoy doing and that you're producing is something that someone is going to want to watch. So just chase your bliss and people will find you.
And people will find you. And speaking of finding people in real life, TwitchCon, I know it's been in San Diego. Any chance for it ever coming to Chicago?
Oh my gosh, I hope so. I'm a Midwest girl myself. So as somebody who works for Twitch, every time they're talking about future TwitchCons, I'm like, hey, you know, the Midwest is a really good place to be. So I certainly hope so. I'm rooting in your Midwest corner. So time will tell, we'll see, but I'm hopeful.
We got someone within the company who's in our corner, so that makes me very hopeful. Erin, Dexbonus, happy 10-year anniversary to Twitch. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.